Tonight on That's Our Take, Chris and I are going to sit down and discuss a few things. Maybe Mrs. Doubtfire. Maybe what the hell is Animal Crossing. Maybe what did our area look like 100 years ago before all of this shit was built here. Find out tonight on That's Our Take. Do-do-do. That's all I got.
Very nice. So good to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Oh, well, absolutely. Absolutely. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. And the pleasure is all mine.
All mine.
Indeed. So it's been a few days since we've streamed, since we've uploaded anything. Has there been anything going on? Any updates in the life of one Christopher Troga?
Indeed. Just the usual stuff. Schoolwork, hanging out at home, playing video games. I'm stuck on Rocket League. I can't help it.
Rocket League is absolutely uh, a wonderful game. It's difficult, but at the same time, it's one of those games where even if you're really bad at something, you can still accidentally do something cool and good, and it just makes everything
Absolutely.
so much better.
Absolutely. Very fast paced. It's a lot of fun.
Very fast paced. Every game is 5 minutes long, but if you end the game at a tie, you go into sudden death. But even that, there's no like there's no like loading screen or nothing. It just happens as far
Right.
as the sudden death.
Basically, you're driving a car and you're trying to hit a giant beach ball into a goal.
A giant beach ball, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't bounce really, but it makes this awesome sound when it does hit something. I love it.
Yes.
Sorry if I seem really distracted. I'm trying to sign into Facebook on a tablet, and you
That's
know
all
how
right.
difficult that is.
Technology is hard.
It is. It's very hard. Speaking of technology, how about that, huh? How about that
Yeah.
technology?
It's fantastic.
There we go. All
Oh
right.
man. So what's new in your life?
Oh boy, this was another rough week. I mean, it wasn't rough. It was just, fuck, man. Nothing's getting better. It seems. It seems
Yeah.
like every new news thing that's coming out is just another thing, another bad thing that's happening.
Yep.
Even my kids, she's just fucking over it, man. She seems kind of depressed, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing all we can, you know. I mean, Tabitha's working pretty much 8 to 4:30, 5 days a week till 7 p.m. One day a week generally,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just kind of, I guess at the very moment, I suppose one would say, laid off from my previous employer and
Mm-hmm.
awaiting my next venture, which is
Yeah.
scheduled later this month.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so
That's exciting.
it is exciting. It is exciting. I'm scared about it, I'm nervous about it, but I'm working towards it.
Yeah. Well, with them extending the stay-at-home orders for another month, things are just at another standstill.
Yeah, exactly. It's until May 26th now. Speaking of, regarding the stay-at-home orders and all that stuff that's been going on, we
Mm-hmm.
will be uploading a video to YouTube in the very, very near future. It's about 5 minutes long, just a new sort of uh, format, I suppose you can say, for a quick little video, and we'll be having a few of those uploaded, hopefully throughout the week. A couple uploaded, and that would be awesome.
Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so they'll be uploaded on YouTube, and we'll share them on Facebook. And if you could go over to the YouTube channel, search for "That's Our Take." We could definitely use some subscriptions so that we can get a custom URL. So it could be youtube.com/That's Our Take. Because how cool would that be?
That'd be super easy
Yeah,
to share and
easy to share, easy to promote, easy to subscribe, easy to tell your mom about it. All those things.
all those wonderful things. The the days just don't feel the same. I was like, what day is today? Is it yeah, it is Saturday, right?
Yes, today is today. Is Saturday. Yes.
It is. Okay.
It's
Good.
Saturday, April 18th, 2020. is what day today is. And it's approximately 9:51 p.m. Central Time, 51 minutes past the time I wanted to start streaming, but you know how things go. You know how
That's
things
usually
go.
how it goes.
Yeah.
So Mrs. Doubtfire, man, it's been on my mind. You mentioned it. I'm thinking about it.
Mrs. Doubtfire. Mrs. Doubtfire. Do you think that a movie like Mrs. Doubtfire that was made, oh God, I don't know, let's say mid 90s. I don't feel like looking it up. It was probably made mid 90s. So it's probably around 25 years old. Do you
Hmm.
think a movie like Mrs. Doubtfire, do you think that could be remade today?
I would prefer that they not. It's just a
Sure.
classic. You want to keep the same,
Sure, I
in
would
my
certainly
opinion.
prefer they don't, but say it was never made and that concept of a movie came out today about a guy and his wife get divorced and he cross dresses as an old English nanny so that he can be with them. I,
You
I
know, it's
I don't know if
it
that
seems
would,
a little.
yeah, I don't know if that
See,
would fly.
it's a little strange now thinking about it. Like just the concept. If you pitch that to someone,
Yeah, yeah. You say that out loud and it's just like, wait, what?
yeah.
How is this guy getting away with cross dressing? Oh well, he's a paid voice actor. He's a
Oh,
voice
okay.
actor and he's familiar with that. He's got friends in Hollywood and stuff, so they give him a really nice makeup and wig and a bodysuit that he slips in and on, and he's like, "Oh, hello," and he just talks like that. He just talks in an English accent. Would that be acceptable?
It's odd thinking about it, but great. A great movie.
It is. It's a great movie. This episode of That's Our Take is not sponsored by Mrs. Doubtfire yet. I don't know what happened the other day on Disney Plus. I just happened to put on the first Iron Man movie.
How was that?
It was actually a delight. It was a
Hmm.
delightful experience watching the first Iron Man movie because I haven't seen the first one in a while.
Yeah.
Um, Tabitha and I tried watching all of them. I think we got through Iron Man, Captain America, and I think the second Captain America, the Winter Soldier. And after that, we just kind of, it was like, we don't have 2.5, 3 hours every day to sit here and do this. And Arya
Yeah.
was just not having it. She did not want to watch our movies with us. But
Mm-hmm.
I have been I've been putting on The Simpsons because on Disney Plus there's The Simpsons are on there. Not really a lot of the early stuff because it's 30 goddamn years old, but
Yeah.
some of the newer stuff. And there's this whole selection, like a collection of episodes that is specifically like times where The Simpsons may have predicted the future, kind of thing.
Oh.
And I was watching that. I think I texted you actually about a couple of the things that they said was going to happen, but.
Yeah.
I started watching The Simpsons, and then the kid just disappeared. She disappeared. I turned off the colorful singing crap that she's been watching for 4 years, and she just disappeared. You know what she went and did?
What'd you do?
Went and played with a toy.
Wow.
She went and played with the toy, Chris.
Who would have thought?
I didn't think. I didn't think that
I
was
would.
going to happen,
No.
but it happened. Yep, that's my take.
All right. So what kind of things did they predict in The Simpsons?
Well, there's been a few things that The Simpsons have predicted, actually. Pretty much everything with Donald Trump somehow has been predicted by The Simpsons.
I
Everything,
remember
his
that
presidency, the
what?
escalator thing, the thing about the fucking glowing orb. Like, what was that, first of all?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what that was?
No, not the glowing orb.
The glowing orb, like the picture of him and actuals, like Saudi people holding this weird glowing orb. And The Simpsons illustrated that
Hmm.
20 years ago.
Oh, did that actually happen?
Yes, it actually happened. Let me try and pull it up right now. Let me try and pull it up. Hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Hold up, I'm gonna find it.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Trump glowing orb. In my spare time, I am a professional Googler. So, New York Times. What was that glowing orb Trump touched in Saudi Arabia? I'm going to share this with you, Christopher. Take a look at that, and then I will type in Simpsons Trump glowing orb. Dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun,
In
dun, dun, dun.
2002, it was.
Wow.
It's the same fucking image. How? They're even standing in the same place. They're even standing in the same place.
The same place.
Yes. All right, I'm going
Oh,
to copy this.
wow.
I'm going to go into where is it? How do you Facebook?
How do you,
How
how
do
do
you,
you,
how do you Facebook
mm,
on things?
that's so weird.
Yeah, write a comment. I'm going to paste it in the comment section of our live stream here on Facebook. There we are.
Well, there we go.
There we are. And take a look at that and tell me that ain't some of the craziest shit you ever did see.
Hmm.
Because it is. It's absolutely insane. And there were several of those types of things. Several of them.
Yeah, there was the one while he was campaigning coming down the escalator and the person drops the campaign poster
Yeah.
at the same exact time.
Yeah. No, it's just like what? What is happening here? Anyways, so that's what's going on in The Simpsons.
Weird.
Yeah. So, I mean, the moral of my story, I guess, is I put on something other than the shit she wanted to watch and she went away and played with a toy, which was a pretty cool trick. I'm going to try it again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm bored. I'm leaving.
Pretty much. That's kind of what it was. Yeah. She
She's
was
like,
bored.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. And normally it's like every time you make eye contact, she sprints at you. You want to play with me? You want to play with me? You want to play with me?
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn, kid, are you ignored this much, or is this just like normal for a kid? But
hmm
she ain't got no siblings, you know. It's a quarantine, so she can't hang out with her cousins or her friends or nothing like that.
Yeah.
She's so understimulated at the moment, and it's painful. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
painful because I'm just like, damn, I wish we could go and do something and go take you to the Sky Zone or something so you can bounce on a trampoline for an hour and then sleep for a day because
Right.
that's cool.
That would be great.
Yeah, and I mean, we go for walks, we go for bike rides and stuff like that. But they're not really long treks or nothing like that. She's still got training wheels on for now. But my goal this summer is to get those training wheels off. She don't want them on, but I just know she's gonna fall if I take them off. But we're gonna work
Mm.
on that this summer, and that's that.
Well, that's cool.
How about you? You gonna work on riding a bike this summer?
I'm not ready to take the training wheels off.
Sure,
Someday though.
sure.
I might I might ride my bicycle. That'll be cool.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I
If we're allowed outside.
I was just gonna say I don't think that you will be ticketed, um, based on some of the stuff that I've been seeing. I don't know the legitimacy of it, but it seems like a lot of sheriffs around the area writing letters, being like, "Hey, bro, we ain't gonna be ticketing people up because they're out of their house."
Yeah, because the new stay-at-home order described that any non-essential travel, if you're not going to an essential work location,
Yeah,
food, pharmacy,
yeah, but
you,
flat out though, if you're getting caught on the run, they pull you over. Just be like, "Hey, man, I was heading to insert the nearest drive-through." You know what I mean? Because takeout is an
right?
essential business. So, all right.
Are you suggesting lying to the cops? That's crazy.
I'm
Crazy
suggesting
talk. It's
stop
just
at
a
a drive-through
possibility.
on your way to some place. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
was gonna stop there anyways, but yeah, it's crazy. Well, in California, they're dumping sand into skate parks so that
Yes,
people can't skate, and I think I think maybe just a few are taking it a step too far,
they
where
are.
it's closing down the state parks and issuing fines and ticketing people.
Yep.
That's that's a bit beyond. You can do a lot of those things safely while still social distancing or physical distancing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And topics such as those will be covered under our shortest YouTube videos, which you will find on youtube.com. Search for That's Our Take. Give us a subscribe so we can get that custom URL. That's our new goal. That's our new goal. We
Yeah.
need 100 subscribers. So
100. How many are we at?
I have no idea. Like
It's gonna be.
23?
Oh, that's pretty good. I was thinking like 5 or 6.
Why would you think 5 or 6?
But, I mean, we're getting somewhere, is what I'm saying.
All right. Yeah, sure. That's what
There's
you're saying.
23 people who care. 21. Me and you.
We have 21 people.
No,
Oh,
if it's 23, me and you, we have to subtract that out. Backspace, delete it.
yep. Backspace delete.
That's right.
I don't even know how to see how many subscribers the channel has. I really don't know because I'm not looking at it through the That's Our Take thing. But anyways, so the purpose for this live stream, there is no purpose. I'm just bored at home, and I have my room set up
Yeah.
ridiculously at the moment to play with the green screen, and I have lights and a camera and a microphone, and I got all these screens in front of me, and it's pretty neat. It's pretty
I think
neat.
it's pretty. I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty excited about the video that I made.
I love the brick background.
Yeah.
It just looks so fantastic on you.
Do you want the brick, or you go with the blue?
You know, the blue is cool.
Sure.
We can play with it as we go.
Sure. Okay.
I mentioned I had a Joe Exotic background. Might do that.
Yeah, you never sent that to me,
No,
but
I'll
that's
do
all
it for you
right.
now.
Hi, I'm Joe Exotic.
So fantastic.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty Warzone as well as the Final Fantasy remake.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously
Obviously.
been playing that. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful thing. It's beautiful. Parts of it are like, why did you put that in the game? But then other parts are just like, cool. Thanks for putting that in the game.
Nice.
Yeah.
How
Hey,
many,
man.
How many hours would you say you've dedicated to it?
Oh, to Final Fantasy? I think I'm at like 12, maybe 13. A lot of hours. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So hey, man, we've been streaming for 21 minutes and 52 seconds, and I have no skipped frames. You know what I'm saying?
That's excellent.
No skipped frames.
Each and every time, higher video quality.
Yep.
Better microphones.
I'm trying, man.
We're moving up.
I'm trying.
This quarantine ain't half bad.
At the moment, it's not.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see.
We'll
We'll
see.
see how things go.
Mm-hmm. Don't you forget it.
Don't you forget about it.
I am here. So there's a movie called Onward, and in the movie Onward, there is a fairy, a group of fairies. They're bikers, but they're super small and they have wings, but they sound exactly like this. So he's like, "Hey, did you bump into me?" And then the other guy's like, no, I was just saying that you can fly because you have wings, but your ancestors could fly. He's like, "Are you calling me lazy?" He's like, no, it was your ancestors. They were... What did you say about my ancestors? It's just so funny.
That's cool.
It is. It's a hilarious thing. Onward is a funny ass movie. It's my kid's new favorite movie. She watches it all the time, and yeah, it's a good movie. It's fun.
Yeah,
it's a fun little D&D nerd movie.
I was just gonna say, we've been playing some D&D on Tuesday nights.
Oh yeah, I don't even know if we talked about that at all.
No, but it is a good time. So Adam is the dungeon master.
Yeah.
So he takes the lead on creating the story, leading the players, and he does a lot of funny accents and voices, and it's always a good time.
Yeah, it is a good time. It's really fun. We got a fun group. Nobody's really obnoxious or annoying.
Great group of people.
Yeah, it's real fun. I enjoy it.
I'm still upset about the Baz, but
yeah, we had a character die. uh my last session, I think, or the session before. I think the session before. Uh,
Yeah,
well, what are you gonna do, man? It was one of those fight or flight. You're supposed to fight, and
right.
but when you don't, that can happen.
It can.
It did.
It did. I imagine his throat was getting sore from having to do that character. So
Yeah.
he's like, we got to kill this character off. That's why he went back again. That's a little conspiracy theory.
Oh, nice, nice. He just
We
got tired
saved
of doing
him,
the
and then
voice.
he ran back like, Babs, what are you doing? This is a death wish.
Yeah,
Bam.
maybe the character was based off of like a '90s wrestler. I don't know. It was really funny.
It was super entertaining. I enjoyed
Hmm.
it a lot,
Yeah, it
but
was
it'll
funny.
still be good because now we have Shin Anigans.
Yeah, Shenanigans. That's his name. Clever player, good player. He's funny.
Absolutely. What's your spaghetti policy? Oh, we don't allow it in the toaster oven. Just put it in the pan, man.
So, as I was thinking about the Avengers, because
Yeah.
I started kind of watching them, and Endgame is now on Disney Plus. That was the most recent one,
Mm-hmm.
and they were supposed to make a Black Widow movie with Scarlett Johansson was going to be in it, and I think they got put on hold because of this whole COVID thing. And then movie theaters, obviously you can't have movie theaters
Mm-hmm.
going on, even if you crossed off every other seat. That would just be a bad idea. So they're just going straight to streaming and stuff like that, just straight to Amazon. Basically, you can buy it for 20, but you can rent it. You can rent a new movie for $20 for 48 hours.
Oh wow,
Yeah, that's
that's good.
basically the new thing.
And you know how much I love a good deal.
It is a good deal. I mean, $20 for 48 hours in a brand new movie. I mean, $20 going to a movie, that is popcorn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Especially
just
for me,
popcorn.
because I ordered the big one with extra butter because I am hungry when I go to movie theaters. That's all. But
Absolutely.
now we can't go to movie theaters, which is very unfortunate. At the same time, I've only been in the movie theater like 2 or 3 times in the last 5 years.
Yeah, I'm not a big moviegoer either.
I feel like
I
I
don't.
went more before they revamped the movie theater and made it all fancy and leathery couches and recliners and stuff like that.
Yeah,
They got
I
rid of
did
the
enjoy.
arcade room and put a stupid pizzeria there. Fuck them.
Gross. I did enjoy the recliners and the enhancements.
Did you?
Yeah.
The recliners are weird for me because I just felt like after every movie they should have went down and wiped every single one of those down with the Clorox wipe, but they didn't. Like
Do
you
you
know they didn't.
do you think they would wipe down the other folding chairs that you have to sit in
No, not at all. But those weren't leather
with the shared?
recliners. Those were like uncomfortable seats that you were just meant to sit in for 2 hours and then get the
Of
fuck out.
course.
But
Right.
those recliners are like, get comfy there. You know what I'm saying? Like you might get a little swamp ass, just let it hang out, no problem. You're reclining in the comfort. It's dark, nobody can see you. Are you wearing shoes, socks? I don't know. I mean, but in those old chairs, you're not gonna get that comfortable in it. You know what I'm saying? These new
Right.
ones,
Right.
though, you don't know what the hell's going on those
Yeah.
things. I don't know. I don't trust them. So as far as that goes, I'm not really missing the movie theaters terribly.
Yeah.
So
It's just that now the option is gone. Now I really want it.
yeah, it's kind of like one of those things. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, considering how it is now, though, would it even make sense to open them back up? Like, would it make sense to open a movie theater back up?
There wouldn't be any profit in it.
What do you mean?
Because right now they're limiting to no more than 10 people
Oh
in
well,
the
no.
same.
I obviously meant like, say this whole shit's done in a couple months. Blah 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 blah. Optimal circumstances, and the movie theaters are like, okay, you guys, whatever, we're lifting all the restrictions, go out and play, kind of thing. Like, could you imagine the movie theaters opening back up? And if so, how do you feel like that would be received?
Well, that's a great question, Adam. I'm so glad you asked me. So personally, I Well, when you look at the statistics from last quarter,
Yes.
okay, basically what you're looking at here is a slow decline over the past decade. Okay, that's just how it's been trending. All right,
Yes.
so carry the two, and what do you get? No more movies.
No more movies. So you're just saying
That's
there won't
right.
be any more movies,
No, I'm just.
or do you think
How much
movies?
are they? Is it a couple months or is it a year from now? Is it until 2021, like some are saying,
Yeah.
or is this a few months? And are there going to be restrictions? Is it, 6 feet apart, no more than so many in a room, no more than 50 at an event? Then it'll
Yeah.
become 100, and
Well, right. I mean,
there's
is
going to
it
be a
supposed to?
max.
I mean, there it is phases that cities and states are supposed to be going into, which my new video is actually about, coming out on YouTube tomorrow morning at the latest, coming out soon, real soon. I could play it on the live stream, I guess, if I wanted to, but
Oh, really? Why not? Do a little live stream, little watch party.
okay. Hold on.
If you're ready for it.
I mean, I don't know if I'm ready for it, but you know.
Yeah, yeah, well, it's going to be good.
So you're in charge. Say something fun.
Da 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 da. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess everything's good. You know, partying at home, dinner with myself. I can't control that again. That's quite all right. It is nice doing some video chats with the. Ooh, that's a little fancy.
Sorry, that's all I got.
You just put me on the cutting board. That's quite all right.
Pretty much, you just framed on the cutting board.
Slice and dice, baby. It's been fun doing video chats with my niece and nephew, Josh and Maddie. Oh, it's a good time. Josh is really into playing the Switch and Mario Party and Animal Crossing as well. And he actually plays with my sister Fee, so Auntie Fee, and they always have a good time. I think that's something where you have a farm and you plant things similar to Farmville,
I
like
think it's like
interact with
Farmville.
everyone.
I think it's like Farmville, like a multiplayer Farmville. I don't know if it's at all if you can like actually virtually interact with the other person whose thing farm you're visiting. I don't
Hmm.
really know at all. But I do know that it is an extremely popular game going on right now. It is still $60 if I try to buy it on the Switch, which I will
Oh
not be
wow,
doing because nope. I
no.
just spent quite a bit on Final Fantasy.
Oh,
Quite a bit.
not worth it.
What, Animal Crossing? I don't know if it is.
No,
I don't know if it is. But
that's a full price for a regular game.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, well, shit. I mean, I paid extra full price for 1/4 or 1/3 of a game, I suppose,
Ooh,
considering the remake. So that's a burper. But what are you gonna
yeah.
do? You know, I mean, it comes out as something that tugs at your nostalgic heartstrings, and you just
Hmm.
you gotta do it. You know, I mean, I don't know about Animal Crossing, how that became such a big thing. I really don't.
Hmm.
And more importantly, Chris, I don't know why there's not a good MMO Pokemon game. Pokemon Go was kind of fun, but there's no battling. There's no
They need
battling going on though.
they need the battling.
They need the battling. They
I
really
agree.
do. They really need the battling. I mean,
How e-
I don't understand why they don't have it yet.
how easy would it be to integrate voice voice action so you can play and the motions? I mean, they already do it now.
Yeah.
Incorporate that into the battle, make it more real life.
Right. Right.
Oh, that's another game we could play sometime.
What's that?
Who's that Who's that Pokemon?
Oh, that's actually a fun. That's a good idea.
you know?
We could definitely play Who's That Pokemon. I wonder if Tabitha and Lauren would be interested in doing that, though. Yeah,
We can all do it.
we can all do it. Absolutely. That's kind of what I was saying. Like, I don't know if I want to. if I want to do that with
Do
them
that
not
right
here. You
now.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
So
I think I have it loaded up. I don't know if it's gonna play. I can press transition and see if it actually plays. Like, are you ready? Are you ready to do that?
why not? I mean, if you feel like it's
Mhm.
good for the public, let's bust it out there.
All right. Well, right now it's gonna be on you,
Oh,
and then and then I'm gonna
Adam's
go
content
to
is on me.
transition. Good evening. Today is Saturday, April 18th, and we in the United States can rest easily tonight knowing that the state of our nation is in good hands. No, the best hands. Tremendous hands. Big hands, bigger than most. The current wartime President Donald J. Trump released a roadmap Thursday to assist governors in recovering from the economic pain caused by the COVID-19 virus. His plan? You do it.
I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today.
The plan is to be played out in 3 phases. One phase is to continue the social distancing as things have been going. And yeah, absolutely, this sucks. My wife is working from a bedroom upstairs. My daughter's being educated from a English pig. And I'm so bored I'm planting grass seeds 1 seed at a time. Phase 2 is the same thing. Keep social distancing at a maximum, keep gatherings less than 50 people, and of course, take precautionary measures. Travel can go on whenever your governor decides it can. Phase 3 encourages a hollow hope of returning to normalcy, with a focus on identification and isolation of any new infections. The guidelines recommend each state give about 14 days per phase before moving on to the next stage. Both Republican and Democratic governors are mostly on board with these new guidelines. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo, who's already at the front of the headlines due to his spouts with President Trump back and forth on how he's handling the New York outbreaks, he did not entirely agree with the sentiment of "you're going to call your own shots." Governor Cuomo feels that the federal response to leave the states to their own in regards to how and when to open up is agreeable and constitutionally guaranteed. However, the lack of federal funding and support for all 50 states is going to make that very difficult.
The federal government cannot wipe their hands of this and say, oh, the states are responsible for testing. We cannot do it.
At face value, the president has everything under control. Some states will potentially be reopening within the next week or so, while other states have extended or are preparing to extend their lockdowns and restrictions for another month. Here in Wisconsin, we just got ordered that we're going to be in the stay-at-home thing until May 26th. Not 24 hours after the guidelines have been released to the governors, President Trump took to Twitter backing protesters breaking his own guidelines he just released to the governors. His tweets called to liberate these states from the stay-at-home orders, I believe. This comes after a week-long power struggle with the nation's governors, with an apparent endorsement of protesters who've defied the gubernatorial orders based on reports from public health experts to remain indoors and keep all non-essential businesses closed. Minnesota, Michigan, and Virginia were the topics of these tweets specifically, drawing less than positive responses from these states' governors. President Trump contradicts himself after he declared what he's now promoting is wrong and that states should handle the reopenings with a 14-day phase-by-phase plan. Some see the limitations on travel and general commerce as a means to an end and to help #stop the spread, while others see these closures and civil demands as overreaching and illogical, primarily concerned the constitutional rights of Americans as well as the livelihoods are at risk. Both arguments are absolutely sound. One hand, you have people terrified by the mass media from an invisible enemy, and we're at war with the COVID-19 with our wartime president, and they simply wish to abide by what the state officials and the globally recognized medical professionals suggest to prevent the spread. On the other hand, folks are broke. Living paycheck to paycheck is hard enough as it is, and now the people who are working can't work, and the closures and stay-at-home orders are extending in some states. Folks, it's a nightmare. Either this virus is as bad as what they're telling us it is, or we're being baited into some sort of situation that we're not going to be able to get out of peacefully. These protests are absolutely the correct way to go about showing disapproval to the government On the other hand, during a global pandemic, if the death rates are continuing to climb, as some models are predicting, some stations are suggesting, some doctors are saying it is, not all, mind you, but some, then these protests are simply a catalyst to help further spread the infection. I don't know what the right answer is. I do know that my family and I have been staying at home. My wife is fortunate enough to be able to work full time still, and I'm at home with my daughter, doing my best, as I'm sure millions of other people are right now. It's not fun, and yes, there is this line being drawn in the sand that keeps being erased and moved up a little bit. It is important. It is absolutely important that we pay attention to what is being taken away, not necessarily why, but what is being taken away. And do you really think that we're going to be able to get it back? Until next time, that's my take. Really appreciate your support on the video. If you head over to youtube.com and search for That's Our Take, it'd be awesome if you gave us a little subscription and hit the bell for when we go live. We live stream every now and then. We're also on facebook.com/That's Our Take. We post every now and then as much as we can. But now, since we have nothing better to do but stay at home and make fun videos online, there's probably going to be more. Anyways, take care and be safe. Thanks, Adam. Appreciate that. Now, back to you guys. Thank you. Thanks, Adam. Appreciate that. Now, back to you guys. Yeah. Well, the resolution got fucked up apparently on the exporting, so I'll fix that before I upload it. But, yeah, it turned out okay, huh? It's funnier when you can see all the things I posted. Sure. The recording, the scripting took about 2 hours. The recording took about 15 minutes, making sure that it looked and sounded good. And then the post-editing took a solid, I had a lot of the assets and stuff laid out from yesterday already, and I spent about an hour yesterday doing that, and then I spent another hour today doing this. So in total, it took approximately 3 hours and 15 minutes. It's not too bad though for one video, for a noob not knowing what the hell he's doing. The actual video was approximately 4.5, 5 minutes long. I don't know. It was something like that. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'll fix it and then I'll get it uploaded, and then the next one that we'll upload will be from Chris. It wasn't me in the corner, it was me in the center, but the resolution was all fucked up. That's what I was saying. Yeah, it's all messed up, man. I don't know what happened. It's supposed to be in the center. Yes, it's supposed to. Yeah. I don't know. Hey, you ever heard about failing upwards? I think I'm about to do that. So yeah, no, it was a fun time to do though, and I've seen other people's videos and they're taking current events and stuff like that and how they do it, and I just wanted to do mine, add a little fun to it. So we'll see. Yeah. Right. So that's what we'll do. We'll read the headline, or we'll read the articles so you can just read the headlines. There you go. Only here. That's Our Take. Head over to youtube.com and search for That's Our Take and leave a subscription and a like to the live stream. Thanks. And you're welcome. Another Saturday night in the books, man. Well, this was my plans, man. I gotta kind of put my room back together. It looks like a goddamn YouTuber's studio, I guess. But yeah, I mean it turned out good. It's nice. I feel a little spunky. The next thing I would have to upgrade, I'd say, is going to be my camera. But that's probably going to be, you know, post-apocalypse, when not every dollar is so necessary at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got to go back to the bank and get more cash out for the inevitable bribery of the Canadian Border Patrol. I'm just saying, man, you should have a couple $1,000s on you just in case. Just in case. There you go. There you go. Yeah. 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 There's some feistiness. Yeah. 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 You gotta live a little bit. I hear you. I hear you. It's just that, you know, the other side of that coin is that little bit of living might cost you your life. But I guess same could be said anytime you walk across the street, get in your car, brush your teeth with something sharp, because, you know, anything could be a toothbrush if you're brave enough. All right. We will. We'll see what the numbers come out to be. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to this episode of That's Our Take. My name is Adam. With me most of the time is Chris. All but one time actually is Chris. Thanks for joining me in the That's Our Take studio. I appreciate it. Don't forget to leave a like on the video. Comment if you feel like it. Let us know what you think and your take is on the whole stay-at-home stuff being taken out. And check out the YouTube video that will be fixed and uploaded very, very shortly. So again, thank you all for tuning in, and I hope you all have a great, fun, safe rest of